All right, welcome on day 3 of Integrate. Do you mind just introducing yourselves?
I am Jacob Mumford. I am from Jans. I'm one of the applications engineers, do a lot of support, training and design.
I'm pretty much the same, but my name's Samuel Drury, applications engineer. We're here to make sure that people are up to speed when it comes to technical information on anything that we represent here at Jans.
Cool. And do you mind just sort of telling us what we have on the stall today? What are you guys focusing on?
So we have a lot of the MXA range VC sort of environment products. Shure are also showing off the new MXW Next 2, sort of an evolution to when it comes to running sort of mics in VC environments and things like that. We have some other products out there like Shure Cloud, for example, and System API when it comes to large scale monitoring and management of different, microphones that you may have, DSPs that you might have. Some of the wireless stuff that we've got going on as well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of wireless mics that are being showcased here about how to best manage your wireless devices through Wireless Workbench and, antenna theory and, how to clean up your signal as best as you can. But we're also showcasing as a really cool little demonstration that Jacob helped put together, which is all about how to choose the different types of wireless heads that you might want to put on your wireless transmitters. So understanding why we have certain ones over the others.
Yeah, we feel like in the production world, the guys will know what sort of head they want to use for different applications. And then in the integrator side of things, corporate environment, most people will just go with the 58. And we're like, look, there are different types of microphone capsules and heads, great for different scenarios. So I wanted to do a demo this year where we have different styles. You can come up, interactive, put headphones on, have a listen. It's even good for us to have a play around with the kit every now and then as well.
Yeah, cool. And we're seeing, especially in this industry, you've sort of got 5-year life cycles of tech. And so where do you think, especially when you're talking about this new MX range, where does that fit in a life cycle? And I guess what's next, what's on the horizon for the communication you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, the MXA range started with the MXA 910, 310, and the P300. That was actually before I started working in Jans. And so when Shure brought that out, it's been evolving ever since. We've had the 920 be released, the 902 be released, the 901, the 710. So year on year, they're sort of innovating and improving, not only with hardware, but then with firmware as well.
I think that's one of the big things, yeah. I think Shure have definitely recognized that hardware is definitely not the end goal. I think hardware is definitely a means to an end when it comes to a lot of what we need to achieve inside of a space. So looking at how we can utilize the hardware that we do have now, but expand upon that with, future upgrades and things like that, DSP technology, computing technology in general, is definitely a big thing for Shure. And we can kind of see how that's all evolving with these all-in-one style units that Shure have kind of gone down the road with. Things like the MXA 902 with your microphone and speaker combination, the MXW Next 2 lineup with DSP, access point, charging station all in one, evolving what the MXW platform is all about. They definitely see that the conferencing space is trying to provide that simplistic approach so you can get in and get out nice and quickly while still giving you the functionality that you need to expand upon when we need to.
And I think one of the things is, you look at a lot of environments where we've got these beautiful meeting spaces, they look amazing, but they're not always sounding perfect. And so Shure are basically saying with firmware upgrades and different algorithms and noise reduction and AEC and all that sort of stuff, how can we make the product sound as good as possible to sort of accommodate a space that might not sound fantastic? So they're always pushing the boundaries of that sort of thing.
Yeah, cool. This is the trade show for integrators, obviously, and how has it been received? Obviously, these guys know audio and they know what to expect. How has this product been received by them?
I think it's been super positive. We've had a lot of people. It's definitely not the launch for the products. Launches have definitely happened over the course of the past year or so with a lot of the devices that we have here. But this is the first time a lot of our customers have been seeing it. We definitely have been seeing a lot of positive feedback come in. We've seen that the idea of the MXW Next 2 platform already starting to go beyond what our imagination was actually capable of comprehending with where they would end up going.
Well, we saw a lot of people come in and say the Next 2. Why did nobody do this before, right? Because it's, to talk about the product, you can put 2 transmitters in it, it's a docking charger, it's a 2-channel receiver, it has a DSP built into it, and it's an audio interface that's Teams and Zoom certified to go straight to your PC via USB. Everyone goes, hang on, that's a fantastic idea. Why has nobody done this before? So and now people are getting to play around with it, see with it. It's already been released. We did a roadshow. You did a roadshow earlier in the year.
Worked out really well. People have been super receptive of it, but people are also starting to recognize that Shure are definitely bringing the whole ecosystem of products together. We call it Microflex for a reason. That's why all the individual products kind of all make sense. They all end up working together in some capacity. We utilize the Dante platform to be able to make sure we can route our audio back and forth, which totally makes sense these days. For integrators, it's definitely becoming kind of the network protocol of choice at the moment. But using things like the MXA 902 with it, again, with its microphone and speaker built in, incorporating that with an MXW Next 2 platform, again, just integrating all these different unique applications, just it's all making sense, and people are starting to really come to play with it.
The 902 is another example of that, right? We've seen soundbars that have cameras and speakers and microphones in it. As soon as someone put a speaker in a ceiling array, everyone was like, hang on, that shouldn't work, but it does. And Shure were the first to do it, and it's an amazing product. People just want to go put it in the ceiling. It's your microphone, your DSP, your amplifier, and your loudspeaker all in one.
All powered from a single cable as well, which is the most impressive thing. So they're really thinking about the integrators at the end of the day. To your question as well, to be like, all right, we just need to get it in there, get out, and just not think about it in the slightest. You know, some of the feedback that Shure have certainly had over the years when it comes to the Microflex Advanced range is like, we've had a lot of people just put them in the ceiling and just, you know, make sure it does its job. They want to make sure they provide that simplistic approach to ensure that integrators can just get in and get out nice and quickly. So it's already set up ready for you. So you just need to plug it in, put it in the ceiling, and you're done. You're going to get great sounding audio immediately.
Yeah, beautiful. You touched on the very start, but the Shure Cloud. Do you mind just talking a little bit about how that works?
Shure Cloud is awesome because I've been saying to people and showing demos, as soon as you go over maybe 2 rooms that have, you know, MXA product, for example, in them, or 2 levels in a building, it's like, do I want to have to run upstairs to make sure something's unmuted when I get a call or something like that? Shure Cloud enables all of your MXA range and your ULXD once it's out of beta, of course, allows all of those devices to talk to the cloud, and from a single pane of glass, you can click on a device, you can firmware update it, you can roll out a firmware update, you can see if the device is on walkabout. So if someone walks away with an MXW Next 2 body pack and they walk out of the room, it'll disconnect and give you, as the tech on site, an alert. You can chase after that person before they get home and realize they've got it. But we see a lot of people go, actually, we don't want our devices talking out to the internet, out to the cloud, security reasons. Obviously, it's very secure, but we understand maybe defense, government, so on and so forth. Shure have then gone, all right, well, let's release Shure Cloud as an on-prem stripped down system API as an install on your PC on the network, and all of your devices will talk locally. Nothing talks out to the internet. Super safe. That's all built on a REST API system, so you can integrate it to a single pane of glass that you already have. So it's sort of like choose your own adventure. Would you like fries with that? All at zero cost. So yeah, they're thinking about large scale installs, thinking about the integrator and the end user, because ultimately it's the end user who has to work with the product. We like efficiency, don't we?
Efficiency is usually pretty good,
And so we don't want to be wasting time running around after things. So if we can do it from our desk, obviously you want to keep exercising. We need to run around, but we'll limit that as much as possible. Yeah.
Cool. All right, we've touched on all my points. Were there any further comments you wanted to make?
Look, I think the Integrate 2024 show has certainly been spectacular for us, and we really appreciate the way that it's all kind of been handled. And when it comes to a lot of the technology that Shure are working on and developing on, it's going to be an exciting future. We know that Shure have some really exciting products in the works and working on some very, we'll call it complicated technology. So being able to provide that complicated technology to a simplistic package is something that Shure really does kind of like to work with. And so it's going to be a really interesting rest of the year and a couple of years to come to see how Shure tackle some of the concerns or awesome projects that come our way.